Good afternoon, respected viewers. Uh, my job is to nurture the baby. That's what Dipanjan gave me. Uh, Actually, at the outset, I would like to thank Dipanjan and at the same time the AIOS Scientific Committee for giving me this opportunity. As a glaucoma surgeon, you all know that it's not the end of the game when you just finish trabeculectomy, because after that the another game starts. That's why Dipanjan gave me that your baby is born, now you nurture it. But the most challenging thing is to convert a failing blade into a successful blade. And that is why the nurture the blade, that means guiding the blade to be healthy and functional. Literally, failing blade means assuming the blade would fail if we do not take or any intervention out of our conventional taking care of the blade. Usually, the failing blade uh, appearance is like it's a localized blade, it's vascular, with raised intraocular pressure, and sometimes with gonioscopy, you can find there is blocked ostium. The obstruction of the aqueous outflow may be in different sites. Near the inner ostium, it may be due to the tight scleral flap or due to episcleral fibrosis. So everywhere you have some options to manipulate the blade. If it is tight scleral flap, you can manipulate in the way like you can give digital massage, you can release the suture, or even if these two won't work, then you can do the suture lysis with argon laser. If there is any block in the internal ostium, you can do laser internal revision of the ostium. If there is fibrosis of the episcleral tissue, you can do blade needling or internal blade revision. Failing blade, usually due to you can see the high intraocular pressure with unsatisfactory blade, but in one sense you should differentiate encapsulated blade, because this is a localized high tense with vascularization, and it should be differentiated from the failing blade, because with management the encapsulated blade may be functional, and you need to decrease the aqueous production rather than increase the aqueous outflow. The telltale sign of encapsulated blade is the compression and decompression. If you just compress the lead over the blade, then it decompresses, and if you release it, again it's getting filled up. Approximately 90% achieve intraocular pressure control with medications, and medical management is aqueous suppression, as I told you, and the surgical management sometimes is needed due to the blade is the blade needling with incision onto the fibrous wall. At the edge of the scleral flap, like if the scleral flap is tight, you can do digital massage. It can be through the lower eyelid, or it can be through the upper eyelid. Even if it doesn't work, then you can release the suture. Followed by, if necessary, digital massage. Or you can do suturolysis if even after digital massage and the suture release, the blade is not functional. If there is any block in the internal ostium, with the help of gonioscope, you can do internal ostium revision with the lasers. Like here, the iris is adherent to the internal ostium, and we can release it. This is YAG laser, lysis of the closer. I'm sorry, Dipanjan, I'll take more time, I think. I'm sorry. This is if you get any fibrosis at the early stage, you can put some laser in the ostium. This is the Yag's synecholysis. You can see the iris was picked and it was blocking the ostium, and here it is released. If there is an episcleral tissue fibrosis, you can do the blade needling.
I think particularly the late wave manipulations will be taken care by Shamila.
Right now, I'm doing internal blade revision. If you allow me, I'll just
Yes, please.
maybe 2
Please
minutes.
do that. Please.
This is internal blade revision. I'm giving subtenal injections before doing the revision. This is away from blade. Just locating the site of ostium.
And you use a Bain 26 gauge needle. No? 30 gauge needle.
So even after nurturing, if it doesn't work, Sharmila will take care, I think. Thank you very much for your patience here.